What's up, everybody? This is Clint from the Diehard MMA Podcast for Odds.com. Make sure you check out UFC Vegas 21, the podcast. Click the link below. Head on over to Odds.com. Check it out. We broke it all down with my boy Gianni, the Greek. We got some really good stuff this week. Hit the link. Hit the like. Good luck on all your action. You have a great week. All right, moving right along. We've got Rani Yahya taking on Ray Rodriguez, a bantamweight fight here between these two. Yahya is one of these guys. Gianni, these Brazilians, they just never get old. Like every time I think these guys, we talked about how you got to be younger, it's a young man's game. You want to be right around that 28, 29 age. But then you get these guys, Glover Teixeira, Rani Yahya, like these dudes that'll do it until they're 40, 41, 42, and they just never start to fade. That's what this guy kind of reminds me of. He's got heavy, heavy hands, and he's one of these guys that is so sold on his ground game. He strikes with reckless abandon, trying to knock you down. He wants to corral you against the fence, use that to take you down, or knock you to the mat and then take your back. That's all he wants to do is use that black belt that he's got. Ray Rodriguez coming in here, 16-7. He's 33 years old. He's a little older himself, and he's pretty big for the division. We saw him on Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series. He didn't do so hot. Got a short notice call up against my boy Brian Boom Kelleher. Shout out to Boom if you're watching the show. He lasted all of 40 seconds. He got caught in the guillotine by my guy Kelleher. And he just comes forward, heavy on his feet, hard leg and body kicks, decent ground game, but he's been out-grappled by anybody he's faced that's UFC level. He's going to have a 4-inch reach advantage here, and it's just really the size that kind of scares me off here. We got another big favorite, minus 275, minus 300 on Rani Yahya, who's the older of the fighter, but the far more experienced fighter. Ray Rodriguez coming back at plus 225 as the underdog. Oh, man, I'm so torn here because this is one where when you get this jump up to the UFC at this late stage of your career, I don't normally want to back you as a dog and believe that you can suddenly make that level change. You know what I mean? So, again, it's kind of a parlay the favorite or pass, maybe Yahya by submission. But like you've mentioned a couple times, that's exactly the narrative. But I feel like that's exactly the way this fight is going to go.
Listen, here's one. I'm not on the fence. I bet this fight.
Here we go.
This waiting till the margins get closer to make a official premium to release to my guys. Because, if you bet early in the week, the margins are greater, meaning it's minus 150 plus 110, not minus 150 plus 140. You know what I mean? So sometimes, depending on which way you think the market's going to go, it's sometimes better to wait. Here's one where I think Yahya's going to get the money. And the later we go in the week, the more I think the margin's going to shrink. So that's why my guys that are watching this, like, what do you mean you bet it? You didn't even give it to us yet. You're going to get it. You're getting it. Don't worry. You will be getting it. Because I'm betting Ray Rodriguez. And the reason's simple. Ooh. Price is everything here, man. Like you said, 4-inch reach advantage. I got the younger guys going back to bantamweight here. He's beating UFC competition. He beat Jimmy Flick, right, in the second round.
I guess that's true.
We're getting a little extra value here because of that Kelleher loss. I mean, it's already written that that's exactly what's going to happen here. And I always say it holds true in the fight game and in team sports. No team is ever as good or as bad as they look on any one given night, and no fighter is ever as good or as bad as they look on any one given night. And more times than not, the market remembers what it saw last. It has to price that in, and it's mispriced. Now, that doesn't guarantee me winning a bet. What that guarantees me is getting the best of it. And doing that over and over and over and over again, by the end of the year, I'll be up money. Now, you say, how do you know that? Because I did it last year, the year before that, the year before that, the year before that, the year before that. Again, this ain't to tout myself. It's to say that's the only way I know how to do it. I don't sweat the result. I swear I don't. I love watching UFC and MMA. I don't other sports. Again, I bet MLB today, NHL today, and college basketball. And I swear to you, I will not watch a single game or a single sport of any of them. I won't know a single result till tomorrow at all. I won't. For what purpose? I have
Yeah, I
16
gotcha.
plays. What am I going to watch one game on TV? That could be winning and the other 16 losing. It makes no sense. Why would I waste my time like that? And I've been doing it for so long. I've won a game and lost a game every possible way. And I'm so disciplined with my bankroll. No game ever matters, or week or month or even year is going to be so significant. So it sucks. Honestly, when I'm at the sports book and I see guys jumping up and down, whether it's for a $5 bet or a 50,000 bet, I envy them, dude. I'm so jealous
It's
of
fun.
them. I tell my wife that all the time. I wish I could get that back. The only time I feel that, and I thank the UFC, is because of our show. I feel like I'm putting my picks out there because with UFC on the line, they give us a bankroll and we bet it. And I said, the only reason I'm here, listen, I'm not an MMA historian. I'm not an analyst. The only reason I'm here is because I am long-term profitable betting MMA. I'm not going to enlighten anyone on anything about mixed martial arts, but if you're trying to make money betting it, I'm your guy. And it's been now first season profitable, second season I was profitable. I'm going to do it again this season. So that's just how I do it. And again, it's not being cocky, but I'm not going to sweat the fact that probably a plus 300 is going to lose. Ray Rodriguez, you're not supposed, plus 250s aren't expected to win. You're not going to win half of them. You're not going to win, 40% of those. You got to know that going in. If you're not okay with that, don't place those kind of bets. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with losing 5 out of 7 bets if I'm getting 6 out of 7 odds. You know what I mean? Like, I have no problem with that. Give me plus 1,000 and let me lose 8 straight bets at, minus 110. So for me, that's all it comes down to. So I'm on the dog here. I think the value's there. I think you should wait to get even better plus money. It's plus EV now from plus 250, which I'm seeing on screens, plus 260s even. It's good enough to bet. At plus 200, it's a bet. It's plus EV. Anything above that's plus EV. But yeah, give me Ray Rodriguez, baby. Give me Ray Rodriguez.
We got a big underdog call.
Late notice here, too, for I see Yahya. Come on now.
So I was going to tell you, Gianni, the only thing that I was looking at on this one, because I think it's a Rani Yahya spot. But what I
like scare me. You worry me.
No. You're going to like this. I like to get a little crazy. The one thing I noticed was in Rani Yahya's last fight, he slowed down drastically in the third round after not being able to handle Enrique Barzola. That was just that little tip of the iceberg, that crack of showing maybe that age is finally getting in there, getting to him. And
one fight a year, one fight in 2019, one fight in 2020. It's a lot of there's some negatives there. And again, big line.
What I like to do, Gianni, I like to pick on people that can't survive the third round. I might take a stab at Ray Rodriguez in round 3 because if he can just keep this fight on the feet, if he can survive the grappling, if he can extend it late, then he's going to be the bigger, stronger man. He's going to hit harder. He's going to have more gas in the tank. And I know, again, I'm pulling my crystal ball out a little bit, but I've hit more than one of those already this year.
I do some live betting, and with live betting, you have to. I mean, a lot of it comes to what the price is, and if you pre-bet it, pre-flop or post-flop, some of that factors in. But yeah, you guys, there's nothing wrong with that. I do it too, man. Believe me, I play psychic too. We all do. We try to cut it out as much as possible and trust you know what I mean? Because I have an opinion too, bro. I mean, like I said, the Super Bowl comes around, March Madness comes around. I'm not in this by accident. Like,
you gotta
I'm a sports fan. I have a little gamble in me. You're not in this by accident. I got to fight those demons every day, like everybody else, to not bet more than I should, to not chase, to maybe this isn't worth a bet. Maybe I am just betting for action. Maybe, you know what I mean? It don't matter how long you've done it or how profitable you become. Your ROI could always be higher, because you should be learning with every win and loss. Like, you're never going to be, none of us are ever going to be so efficient that we're dead on. Like, I'm going to be wrong a lot. That's why I tell people, please disagree with me. Like, you should. You'd be crazy if you didn't. But like, and if you want to be disrespectful, that's on you. But like, at least teach me something. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I always tell people, like, even like with the crypto's the craze. Well, if I'm wrong, tell me why. Like everyone says, like, give me the solution then. If it isn't, don't just tell me it's a Ponzi scheme. Tell me why. Or don't tell me I'm wrong with Ray Rodriguez. Tell me why. Say Rani Yahya, that I could learn something, dude. Like, I love that. That's the kind of community I like, and the kind of feedback on social media and stuff. Otherwise, it's a waste of time, dude. Anyone could troll and bash. That don't take like much creativity and shit,
Not even a little. Not even a little. But so I kind of feel you there. I like your dog call there on Ray Rodriguez. I lean Rani Yahya, but if Ray gets it extended, I think he can finish this thing late. And like I said, that might be I like to do those round 3 props. They usually come in at 10-1 or higher with him being such a big underdog. You got to feel like that's going to be 20-1, 18-1 at the worst. So that's probably going to be a nice little snipe spot that I try to shoot on Saturday.